Breaking news. Another blonde has hit Marvel Rivals. Hello, my name is Exalclaw, and what you're about to see is a stream segment of me not just talking about Emma Frost's addition to the Marvel's rosters, styles and all, but also about the fact that Marvel Rivals is going to be now having the ambitious pace of one new hero a month, and how I'm not sure how feasible that is, even though I am interested in seeing the results. Hope you enjoy. So, Marvel Rivals will soon get new heroes every month from Tyler Culp. Starting with season 3, we're just gonna skip down there. Starting with season 3, Marvel Rivals seasons will last 2 months instead of 3, which means we'll get a new hero at the start of the season and halfway through. After extensive internal discussions and thorough evaluations, we decided that starting from season 3, the seasons will shift to 2 a month format, with the new hero debuting each month. I done knocked out my PC last night and brought these beats here, Mike. I'm so sorry. But yes, so we're going to be seeing one hero a month now from NetEase and their cadre of heroes go. And I find that really concerning. Full stop. I just kind of find that concerning. Because on the one hand, there's two things that comes to mind immediately that why this makes sense. We're talking about Marvel here, for Christ's sake. There's few other places or franchises on Earth that can go band for band when it comes to heroes in Marvel. In fact, there's only exactly one, and it's DC. At least when it comes to like U.S. North American franchises. I'm sure if there's like other big budget things out there that have long histories and long characters, hell, if we were to even just go into certain anime franchises, I'm sure you could find rosters that are just as big, or not just as big, but at least gigantic. Like if they ever made a One Piece hero shooter game, that could also theoretically try and go. If we're just talking about logistics of how many heroes you could have out and that could be fleshed out already without having to do gigantic amount of ideation with like working with a character from scratch versus having a character that just want to morph into something. That's the kind of franchise that can get away with it. But that's kind of where I could see how one could try and do a new hero every month. At least how someone in the room was like, why don't we try that? The reason I'm worried about it is it comes down to balance and work. When I say balance, I mean when you add a new hero into a hero shooter, anyone that's played Overwatch, anyone that's played Apex Legends, anyone that's played any number of hero shooters know that changes the meta, that changes how the game is being played from moment to moment, changes what players are doing, and at one point or another, it starts to mess up potentially the balance. Because as much as you can play test and as you should be play testing and prototyping with stuff, you never know how a character is going to be received or what they're going to actually look like in practice until they're out into the field with players using them in all their crazy mismatched ways. So with that being said, adding a new hero every month feels like it'd be a disaster for balancing the game in the long term. It just feels like at one point or another there's not enough room to like create an identity of how people are playing the game moment to moment, and then right when something's starting to be formed, you have a gigantic switch up with like if one character comes in and everyone wants to play that character, it just completely changes things up. And on the one hand, again, I can see how maybe you add a character, you're gonna bring in people, right? If someone stopped playing Marvel Rivals for like a week or two, or just like took a break from it, easy way to bring them back in on a timely basis is by bringing in a new hero. Like that's gonna always for sure bring in some people that maybe want to take a break from it. You can even like plan your breaks around new heroes coming up, saying, "Hey, here's my monthly 1 week break from Marvel Rivals. Hee hee, har har. Oh, what? They're finally bringing in Deadpool? Huh? You're telling me that Kitty Pryde's coming here? Are you saying that's Charles Xavier himself?" Like that's a very easy way to get people back in. But balancing games like this take time. They don't happen overnight. There's a reason that even Overwatch too, you can say whatever you want about Overwatch's lifespan at this point. There's a reason that even now they still wait 6 months between their hero releases. They let something build. They have to really make sure that the character's got everything like T's crossed, I's dotted. So this just feels like even from a player perspective, this can go awry. And I'm thinking about the developer perspective, where I'm like, damn, that seems like a lot of work. like I'm sure there's not. I'm sure. I don't know how NetEase's developer structure works, obviously, but I'm just thinking about the fact. Finally, another girly pop tank. Is she gonna be a tank character? Is that what she's gonna? Is that what Emma Frost is gonna be? Oh, she is. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. But I say this to say, I don't know NetEase's structure, so maybe they like I imagine if they're having this schedule, they need to have multiple teams working on separate characters. Because the one thing that I can't imagine is them only working on one character, then sending out and have everyone work on another character together again. That just seems that seems even more unsustainable than this does on its face already. So it's making me think that they have characters ready, and then they're going to be developing characters on like several characters at the same time and then pushing them out after. I just imagine this is going to change quickly because even once you release that new character out, like you still need to make sure again that they're balanced and that you're making adjustments and everything. So then my brain's thinking, okay, does that mean that the team that worked on the character just passes off to the team that's only working and focusing on balance while they're like making a new character? How do you make sure that the what's it called? The abilities meaningfully differentiate between characters as time passes. You know what I mean? Like, what if you're in a scenario where you release a character and then no one's using that character because they're still trying to figure out the groove with another character? Like, there just seems to be a whole lot of different steps that exactly as you put it, Neil. I just see this getting messy quickly. This is like, this is a fun game, but this seems like the steps of like them realizing how many people they have, and instead of trying to make sure it stays sustainable and not kind of smothering everyone involved in it, they're like, time to hit the always races. Just that wasn't even a phrase. Time to hit the tracks racing. There we go. It just seems like this will get lost in the sauce very quickly. So we'll see how long they actually keep up this cadence. I will be shocked, frankly, if it lasts even to the end of the year. Because by this logic, by the end of the year, we still have a minimum of at least 6 more heroes coming in. Like that's a lot of heroes to be coming in, dude. That's a lot. So I don't know. I just feel like even if they do have the balance thing figured out, there's going to be the issue of you have such a big character roster where several characters that you do have aren't even going to be used anymore. You know, like even when it comes to freaking the Fantastic Four releases right now, it's pretty obvious that people are not messing with Mr. Not Flame On. I don't know why I'm calling him Flame On like this is Ben 10. What's his name again? Johnny. The Mr. The Man on Fire. I know he has a name and I'm just blanking on it hard right now. But I'm seeing the thing. Sue Storm has definitely become a favorite for people. People are still using Mr. Fantastic as well. But Johnny, man, I'm not seeing Johnny all that much. I'm not seeing him at all. Like he's not taking Sue's place for being invisible. Like they're not going band for band like that. But it's obvious that he wasn't the one that hit with people just because he wasn't offering much. So, but that like in Neil, that's gonna be the reality. This feels like a tactic done to purposely make sure no one's ever not playing the game every week, if not every month at least. Ideally, you want someone playing every day. That's the whole purpose of a live service game. You want someone to be coming back all the time. But this specifically is like recognizing the fact that that's not tenable for most people, but then still trying to like really crunch on like making sure that you never let them go. It doesn't feel desperate because they're not working from a place of loss, but it does feel greedy. It feels like biting off more than you can chew. But we'll see. We also got to think about like the fan base here, because as long as you keep putting these people out and making them look good, I'm sure there's a lot of people that will be forgiving of some rough patches. Because with the way that Miss Frost has been taken by everyone, and now we're going to take a look at her actual trailer. People like it. People like it. But again, we'll see how sustainable that is. So let's take a look at this trailer. 2 million already before even 24 hours is up. I was watching Alyssa Mercant's stream earlier, and she was saying the same thing that many people have brought up already. Who the NetEase team, Besides one, they white women, they sure make sure they wear white and blue, man. Sue Storm, Emma Frost, and what is it, Dagger of Cloak and Dagger, right? You truly could put them. They could all use the same driver's license. Let's just put it like that. They could all use the same driver's license. If they have a night out of town and one of them gets in trouble, it'll be very easy to switch out and be like, "No, she's good. That's really me for real," and just have some good old faction who done it mixed up shenanigans because they look damn near the same, if not identical, which is kind of a disservice to them. Now, there's actually a skin that already dropped for Emma Frost. I'm not sure if it dropped in game, but I saw a new skin for Emma Frost where she has like black and yellow, more black and gold going on, but the skin looks insane. Let's watch this. I'm sorry. I got kind of smacked. It feels. I don't remember much about Emma Frost's character, so I can't. I'll just survive. Zang. Hit that Roger Rabbit. So stupid, but genuinely, it's like the entirety of Marvel Rivals is incredibly stylized. So like, I'm not gonna act like the way they're treating her is like significantly different from the previous ones. But it is pretty obvious that they had a vision in mind, and they were like, "We want y'all to be horny." Like, let's just be honest. Let's just keep it a buck with what it is. So much of the way they have exaggerated her specifically is going for a very specific crowd. It's going for a very specific crowd. But, and like, you know what? I don't blame you, Neo City. I don't blame you for not complaining because at the end of the day, she looks good. Like, I'm not complaining about the way she looks. She looks good. Everyone thinks she looks good. And from the way they showed her with the gameplay that we're about to get into, it seems like she might be a genuinely good addition. It's hilarious that they'd added another just random white woman. But at the same time, if it works, it works. Just God. Bro, like, it's... Artson. It's just killing me also how much it's just all taking out the screen. Like, she is like, I wish there was a 1-to-1 comparison. Oh, thank you, Artson. Damn, thank you. Whoa. Why didn't it do the alert though? It didn't do the alert. Oh no. But regardless, thank you, Artson. I also want to point out one thing. I want to point out one king. We just hit 6 viewers, and it was right when we got to this part, when we got to the back view. All y'all nasty. Anyway. anyway. I don't know when she drops Wealthy Socialite. I wonder when she drops, because I really want to have like a side by side of her next to some of the other characters, because she feels like she's big. It feels like she's like purposely larger than most of the women, at least in this. April 11th, okay, so next week. God, dude, it's... The one thing that I will say too, and I'm already starting to see a little bit of what we were talking about earlier about some of these abilities starting to look the same. I'm being reminded so much of Scarlet Witch at the moment, at least with just like how that base attack goes. Like, I'm seeing mixes of Scarlet Witch, but also, who's the other person that throws up shields that can be deployed far away? I think Sue can actually do that. Invisible Woman can do that actually too. But I feel like I'm also thinking maybe Magneto. And then there's the choke slam ability. We're not gonna skip past the choke slam ability. This is horny, dude. Thighs that could do a squad wipe. Mixed with the constantly calling herself White Queen. On top of a choke slam ability. The veil isn't even there. No one can call this a thinly veiled preference. Vanish. This is the veil ain't even there. They said, I know y'all are sick like me. It's just insane. Oh, and the first of all, Neo Peasant is also hilarious, but I'm seeing now that it's like a mind control that it brings people closer to her. I was wondering what that was before. White Queen mind control has to be one of the craziest lines I've heard in a video game in my life, and I mean that genuinely. I forgot Dr. Umar existed. He's been quiet. He's been quiet. Can't believe she has a damn chokeslam command throw ability. I can't either. Yes, the jiggle physics on the thigh is crazy. Oh, he went to a college? Really? That's funny. Vanguard's gonna be the most played role now. The tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god, it even has a watermark. This is a crazy statement. This is a crazy statement. Hold on. Hold on, dude. What? Look at that. Like I said, man, this is gonna be gooning like we never seen it. You are beneath me, yes please. This is the gooners at Marvel Rivals HQ never fail to deliver. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have a blast playing with Frost. I'm glad at least these comments are also acknowledging the fact that she does look like she will be an absolute menace when it comes to the combat too. But I can't in good conscience blame anybody who is distracted. Now, see, this implies that Ultron is coming, by the way, too. So, like, is Ultron gonna be who comes after Emma Frost? And is this a new skin for Black Panther where he finally has his mask off? Because that'd be nice. I said earlier that I kind of wish he didn't have his mask on to begin with. Because who's he fooling? Does he just want to avoid getting a headshot? Everyone is going to. If we were being honest right now, everyone's biggest weakness when it comes to being a Marvel character is the fact that a good headshot is going to take out most of them. All right? Most of them aren't really wearing helmets. And even the ones that are have enough where if you just knew how to get that bottom chin a little bit, it's up. Okay. I'm sorry. T'Challa, my king, indeed. I only want to imagine the costume she'll have. I gotta see where the other costume is real quick because I saw it and it was genuinely insane. Yep, there it is. There it is. Wait, no. This is someone else. Where is it just like without... Is it in this? Is it in this part? Because there is a skin that she has that looks insane, dude. Dude, Valkyrie got cut from the Minecraft movie because she said Jason Momoa was rude. That's so stupid. That's actually genuinely very stupid. I remember saying that she said she was in it, but why? Okay, yeah, here it is. Yeah, here it is. I don't care. Yeah, this is insane. This is insane. I think this... I wish that they had these colors for her as her like main thing, generally speaking. Because like the blue and white really is crazy. But this is just... I don't even know how one gets here. Neo. Okay, Neo. All right, Neo. You're getting clipped. You're getting clipped. I'll let you know right now, you're getting clipped. Yes, they are definitely pertaining to a certain audience, man. Like, this is just... I don't think I've ever seen this in my life. I've seen some... We've all seen some crazy designs on women superhero characters that make you think, this doesn't seem the most combat efficient. This doesn't seem the most combat defensive. This says, we know. This is the definition of we know. We know. And we don't care. I'm astounded, dude. I'm astounded. My bad, I don't know what went over me. I know what happened to you happened that White Queen mind control. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. The video is insane. The video is still insane. The zoom in. This is just insane, dude. This is insane. I just don't know how one gets here. Star-Lord? That's supposed to be Star-Lord? Get this nigga out of here. Get him out of here. Oh my god. There's someone to zoom in for a sec. Emma Frost got people acting different, man. Oh yeah, the blog has a new color and a new thing. I'm going to be spending this weekend teaching myself more about WordPress because I've used WordPress before, but it's kind of been a minute. So I kind of need to fix the website